Hopefully everything's good. There. No, oh, that was strange. Oh yeah, I actually don't. Yeah, I don't need to do that anymore. Yeah, 'cause I think all my skills are max until whatever the next new thing they would probably do with skills. Good things I can reset them and gain back all the things. Oh, that's just what I have equipped to do. Okay. You know, also, I think some of the other guys are talking about playing Windrose. I just haven't really looked at it yet. But I'm not sure if I should like put it on, since I know this series is probably taking up a lot of the space in the Noodle Nightmare thing. Like, one of these days I'll probably move the many videos of Blue Protocol to the other channel. What other channel is that? It's like my own personal channel. So maybe I should start doing that. I'll download it and slowly start moving it. But I think for right now, right, unless there's like a hard limit, like, oh, you have too many videos up, then I think I'll just keep it for as is right now. Oh. Okay, oh no, this one. This one is hard to kill it in one go before the whole hide and seek thing happens. Which is weird. Like oh, actually, no, never mind. There was a little bit of like a 7-second delay between when I started the Twitch versus the YouTube stream. I was like, why is the time? There's a big time difference. Oh, I thought I already pressed that. See, it just breaks the flow of everything. I'm not sure if that what I did was good, or if this was wrong. Oh. I'll just assume that what I did was good. Oh, I didn't even see the other members like right next to me. From there on. We knocked that one off fast. Yeah. Also on I'm not even sure if it's like what the news that Bungie was gonna bring up pretty soon, but apparently there's news coming out in around June. Some big news. So I'm like, is that finally like another nail in the coffin? Where they'd be like, oh, by the way, it's done, or are they gonna finally be like, we're gonna like, no, give us some leeway. We're working on Destiny 3. Honestly, I think they should just call it Destiny like Universe or something. Lean into the MMO side and just go like hard in the paint for it, right? I mean, it's not like I mean, look at like Final Fantasy, look at no, like World of Warcraft, right? Just use that as like a template to make your MMO world, right? They have like gear and weapons and stuff like that, and how does it change throughout the seasons? I think that's the one thing that was a Destiny was struggling with, right? It's hard to have like these like new archetypes, like these weapons, right, and slowly make stuff go up and all that, right? Honestly, I think if they're gonna like go back, right, I think they should do it like a Destiny, more of a Destiny 1 way. Because Destiny 1 is actually very brutal. Like, people forget. Uh-oh. Oh no. Should I just do this? Yeah, Destiny 1, it was a lot harder. And when monsters are just not monsters. Like when the enemy faction starts attacking you, right? You die fairly quick. That's why they had Sunsinger, where you could like have an auto revive, or pretty much you just revive yourself using your super. And I think was it just happened where like I personally think Prismatic broke the game. Did I like it? Yeah, I like Prismatic, but I think they could kind of like maybe build upon Prismatic and then like just kind of like as a character build, you have like a bunch of different kind of things available to you, so you make it your own specific thing. But I think potency, where you could just do straight up ability kills, I think they need to kind of like lessen that. Or have it where like the potency where you could like kind of do like no ability kills after ability kills, right? Have that only when you're in the prismatic form, right? Which is like a few seconds. Alright. I think that might work. And also I think they need to have some actual enemy faction that are just like, they're just monsters. Like instead of being like, oh well, the Hive, we have Hive friends now. Same thing with Fallen and Cabal, right? So it's hard to like, so when you see just like another group of Cabal, it's like, oh, we're killing them. Why can't we just kind of like, hey, join us? So yeah, I think they should do like, maybe like another version of Hive where they're just straight zombies. Like, there's no brain there. They're just evil. Right? I think we need to have like a few more, like, maybe a few other enemy factions that are just like that. It's like, oh, I do like the Vex, what they're doing with them. Like some of them are like getting out of the Vex collective and doing their own thing. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, there's so much lore in that world. They could still like do so much with it. But that's only if Sony lets them, because all the other people, Sony gave them a lot of money. A lot of the higher ups took that money and dipped. So maybe it just, can they bring it back? I think there's enough hype and there's some people like the franchise enough where I think it'll be fine still. If they change course like now. If they like do like another like, wishy-washy like whole year of just wishy-washiness, it might kill off their last like base of support. On the other hand, good news. Yeah, 14 is like, just I'm reading more into like their new evolved system and all that. It's like, yeah, they are definitely like trying to change up a lot of things. So I was like good for them. Waffles was asking me, well, what's the like the least played class? I'm like, you know what? I actually, give me currently, I have no freaking clue. And things like most of the classes are viable anyway. That's still like the difference. It's like there's no one class like, oh, if you pick this right, you're fucking doing it wrong. Most classes you could just pretty much like, you could clear endgame content, because people were saying before like, oh, if you're not picking as a tank, if you're not picking warrior and you're not like picking some I forgot the other healer and starting classes, right? You're doing it wrong and you can't beat like the ultimate. I think the ultimate was beaten by like a Dark Knight tank. So I was like, If you're good, you're good. So yeah, hopefully the new tank is like, since I know Burrito's going Dark Knight, um, I reckon, I'm not sure if you'll listen, but I did recommend, what was it, Milk Do by a DPS because it's easier to get into. And if Boxock comes back on, was it, I know he wants to do healer, but I have a feeling that I'm going to be relegated to healer slash maybe tank because now the tanks are being split into two roles, right? I'll probably just go like whatever the new tank is. I'll probably just level like put more emphasis into leveling up that one. So then I'll be the main tank. The whole provoking shark is just now one button. That part kind of confused me a little bit. Not that like I don't understand what it means, but it's like, okay, will my muscle memory mess it up? That's what I'm worried about, like muscle memory for certain things. But since all the rotations going to be different, what? Yeah, that's why it's like hard to tell Waffles like which class is going to be good or not good, which is the underdog class. It's like, I actually don't know. Just as it is right now, like everything's gonna change once Evercode comes out. So yeah, so it's hard to tell them. I mean, I could just be like, hey, just pick like a healer or a tank because those are the hardest ones to like do stuff with. But then I thought about like, do I trust Waffles healing me? Then I had pause and I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe not. Maybe I should just focus on healing things that would be less stress down the line if I was the healer. I mean, at one point he did say he likes healing, so but we'll see. We'll see who's all like on. Because back when our guild leader and one of his real close friends were on, like I think they both played healer. So like one time they actually like helped me. Was it like brute force this one trial? They're like, oh yeah, just do this one new trial with us, right? We're just farming it. I'm like, bro, I don't know any of the mechanics of the trial and all this. Oh, don't worry about it. We're the healers. We'll keep you alive. I'm like, and they did. I mean, it wasn't like the trial wasn't hard, and I was pretty much geared for it. I just didn't look at the what's the encounter, so I didn't know how the encounter worked. Yeah, Final Fantasy is more of a memory game, and I think World of Warcraft's a little bit more chaotic. I think it just also meant with like maybe it's just like I have a feeling it's just between a West and an East kind of thing. Was it in more like was it Western games? They kind of go with the whole like okay, this like chaos, right? Like oh, throughout the chaos, can you figure out what you need to do? But in like Asian countries, like no, this is the correct answer, and can you was under stress keep on getting the correct answer? Yeah, that's what happens when you go to those cram schools and stuff, which I went to. My siblings were smart; they didn't have to go to cram school like me. I was a dummy. I went there, and this one like kid that's even younger than me, like just like well, he was like doing all the, like the math. Like it was about math and all that stuff, right? But that person was so fast, right? I was like, and I honestly, for a little while, that made me not like dislike math. Cause I was like, this whole long division that he just did it in like was it? It's not even half. He's like it's faster than that. It just did that all that line of math that fast. It like discouraged me from math. And the sad part is like I'm not bad at it. I I know how to do math. I like formulas. But at the same time, right? If I had a choice, oh, you want to go do more like straight math, or do you want to do science? I'd rather do science. That's not organic chemistry. Yeah, that one, that crushed my whole dreams of ever becoming a doctor. I took that class 3 times and I failed it. Then I dropped the class before I failed it, but I knew if I took it, I would have failed it like 3 times. That's if I completed it. I dropped the first time. I dropped it in like what? We got to whatever chapter 3. How many days it took to get to chapter 3? But it wasn't the amount of time where I got the full refund. But holy hell! Like when the true OChem part came up, right? And this is back when I was like at the height of my chemistry and physics knowledge. Yeah, to me that shit was learning Mandarin and Cantonese would be a lot easier than learning OChem. So yeah, like I'm not like it actually kind of scares me to even now where I'm like, would I, if I took it now, would it be easier or harder to understand? And that it kind of scared is not the what scared me the more. I don't know. Maybe that plus it gives me anxiety thinking about it. Because it does feel like, oh shoot, I didn't mean to use the other side move. Yeah, I was just thinking about Okim just had me flustered. Yeah, it's attacking people over there. Let's see. We'll see how much of the life skill brings me up. Where is it? There. Here. Okay, I'll just jump over there. So I was walking over here, and that's where I found like an extra box as I was like climbing to get to that area. Yeah, just thinking about so Oakham just gives me anxiety. Back when I was hopeful, I'm like, oh yeah, like everything else, like the practical side of like being a doctor, that should be easy. I like that kind of stuff. Took OChem shit was like reading like another language. It's like, huh? I don't understand any of this. It didn't help like the was a first professor. Just to me, it felt like that guy just could not teach. Like I was like, when I dropped the class, it was kind of early, so I was like, oh man, I don't fucking understand this shit, right? And I felt bad. I was like, oh man, like I bet everyone else passed and they felt good. Later on, like the majority of the class like was dropped the class. I was like, what the hell? It's like, yeah, I took that. I saw the same OChem shit too, and I fucking did not understand it. I'm like, oh, I felt a little better. So it's like, oh, it's not just that I don't know anything about it, but like at least, but there's like that one or two people that still try to take the class, but I think too many people dropped it during my time. Yeah. And I don't think that was the worst story, because I know there's some other people who took the class and all the way through, like, what's it, 4 or 5 times, and there's like, dude, I still don't fucking get it. I was like, man. Now I think I'm like, I'm so far behind the curve to do that it's like, I think I'll just do my regular, was it my actual main degree? I just work on that. What my degree is in? I think I did hint at it, or I just said it before. But yeah, once I actually work on it and like then I'll let you guys know. Because I don't want to do a thing where I'm like, oh yeah, this one would be working on, and it's like, damn, that shit's hard. I had to fucking drop out of it. That's like so uncool. I don't want to do that. But at least not my degree is not anything crazy like OChem or anything. So the likelihood is just the dissertation at the end, which I wrote one before, and I just don't know if I'm like, did my writing skill? Maybe I just need to start writing random things and random stories, just to get used to writing again. Yeah, it's been so long. And of course, I'm not using any kind of AI or anything like that for my writing. So that's why it's like, I remember someone like was a person that said, oh man, this writing's kind of like AI. I'm like, bro, no, that's just horrible writing by a human. So that definitely, it's not AI. AI is not that dumb in their writing style. That's all human, baby. I should probably go fight the elite again. Damn, I had to fight. I should have fought like it the 3rd time, but I didn't. No, did I fight it 3 times or did I fight just twice? Probably twice. Okay. Cool. No, wrong one. Right, strange angle, but I'll go with it. Oh no, no. Don't let them smack you around. Okay, we'll explore to see if we missed any boxes over here. You know what? I don't think we went this way. But yeah, oh shoot, let's just stab him. Oh, another person needs a stabbing. Oh, okay, going back right in Final Fantasy XIV, my hope for the new main tank job is someone with a spear and a shield, kind of like a Valkyrie. Ooh, yeah, Valkyrie. Even though I think Valkyrie is a main job, but I don't think probably a main job in. Oh my lord, I found another one. We're getting lucky. That was just kind of like, not gonna just shoot the shit, but oh, another one. Another one. Damn. I did not expect that, to find 2 extra boxes over here. Milk would be proud. But yeah, what I was hoping for in 14 is that the new one has a shield and spear. Because I think for tanks, I just hope they don't do another sword one. Because it's like, there's too many swords. We have Dark Knight, Gunbreaker, which is the one that I like. and paladin. So something that's not like was a sword would be good for that one. I think that would be cool. I mean, even like was if it's like a someone uses like a staff and a shield, that would be actually kind of cool too. Actually, maybe the character is a main tank, so uses a shield and all that, right? But maybe it like focus or the armors like that on magic, so it uses like magical like stuff, magical. I forgot what was the gear. Because for I think ninjas, no, not ninjas. Their scouting gear, machinists, the gunners, are like aiming gear. I don't know what the name of the gear for most of the other ones is. I think samurai uses, was it striking gear? I'm pretty sure our gear is mostly the same thing as monks. Because technically, right, if you look at kind of the lore of like samurai and monks in the game, it's pretty close. It's like they use magic to like no. Instead of imbuing it into a staff using spells, they just pretty much monks put into their fists. Samurais pretty much weave spells into their swords so they can slash things harder. Oh man. 3 boxes today. I was expecting 1, but we got 3. That is great. Okay, let's see if we could figure out real quick. It's the tags now. I think it would be an achievement. No, was it archive? Dictionary documents. Character document. No, I don't think it'd be that. Party guild, that achievement. Archive, talent, skill gear, pass, handbook. No, definitely not handbook. Wish store, trading card, that. Wardrobe beauty. Oh. Okay. Personal space, archive. Actions archive? No. It should be in achievements, I guess. Okay. Let's see, social. Box. Not box art. Damn. Yeah, I know Milk showed me before. I just don't remember how to get to it. Guide, album, fishing, nah. Well, one day we'll figure it out. How to look at how many boxes I've opened. See if I finally got more than 7,000. Was it 7,000 or 700? 700. 7,000 sounds too crazy. But 700 is also a lot. Yeah. Oh yeah. Going back to the 14, right? Final Fantasy 14, the shirt that Yoshi P had about like a That one character with the twin shield dude. Because of his obscure, like, what's it? Hints at what the new class is going to be. That's why it's like hard for me to tell. But I think hopefully they go with the Norse like idea and do, because it feels like the new main tanks are all like people who use the shields. Okay, now everyone to start to spawn in. There. This guy. But yeah, so I hope for that, but for the other class, right, since I think it's like 2 hints and 1, I think the other class might be a something dual wielding, but I'm not sure what that could be, or because it's on the top it says guess who's back, so maybe something with Eminem. I have fucking no clue. But yeah, with that one, I think we'll call it a day for today. This weekend, yeah, this weekend I think Waffles will be back, unfortunately from Japan, and he'd be like, oh, he's sad, he wants to stay over there. I was like, oh, I know the feeling. It's when you're over there, it's fun, and the food is good. I mean, but he could still buy, luckily though, he could still buy, where he's at, he could buy a lot of Japanese food, so that's the only good thing. So now he could like maybe test out a lot of different type of foods, so when he gets back, he's like, oh, I know exactly what I like. So yeah. And then, I mean, one day I'm planning on going over there too, so with that, eventually, I think the whole, whoever's available in the crew will probably do a little mini Japan trip. I need to buy a lot of books to, especially like One Piece. I'm missing a lot of like books in between. Like, there's a lot of volumes of One Piece. Bad thing is like sometimes when I'm reading the numbers, I fuck it by I end up getting like 2 of the same ones. I'm like, no, like I misread the number. The volume numbers are in Japanese. And once it gets to like the 50s and stuff like that, right? Sometimes like you just misread it, like, oh no, that's 54, like not 50s, like usually like for me it's like 7. Sometimes I don't pay attention to the 7, and I'm like, oh no, end up getting 2 of them or something like that. That's the one bad thing. It's been a while since I've written in Japanese. My hiragana, katakana, at least I can still write it. It's just kanji. Oof. That kanji sucks. I have to have a little pocket dictionary to be able to read kanji. And some of the pocket dictionaries are really good because there was one that a friend would try to like get me to, like trying to get me, right? Is one where if it has almost like a little notepad, so if you write how the kanji looks like in the notepad thing, it tells you, oh, it's probably this kanji. So, because sometimes like if you just know how the character looks like, you kind of like maybe write it and you're like, oh yeah, that's what that means. Like sometimes when I read kanji, sometimes I just read all the words around it with using context clues to figure out what the kanji means. That's what I do. Before I memorized a lot of kanji, so I could like, I was good enough to read a newspaper, but now I haven't done it so long, it's really bad. And plus my pronunciation of Japanese sucks these days. I just haven't spoken it. Yeah, mom would be like, oh man, you sound like an American. I'm like, because I am. Yeah, with Waffles coming back, right? So look forward to more stories about current Japan, since mine's is a little bit, my Japan talks are like a little bit outdated, I guess. But yeah, he went over there, so all his stuff will be new and fresh. New and fresh. Yeah, I told him to take pictures, so if he does take some decent ones, I will try to upload them to the the socials, so you guys could take a look at that. Usually on just Twitter. And with that, guys, we'll call it a day for today. And hope you guys are having a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.